Welcome from Katowice, Poland. Today we'll be going to southern Poland on a quest to find remnants from the past. You know, inspired by Mr. Bolt, or Bolt and Bankrupt, and his channel. I sort of decided to find something from the past as well. Growing up in Poland, I could never really find anything from the past. Poland used to be a communist country until 1989, but in Western Poland, so that's the part where I grew up, there's not much really left. Everything was got rid of, and then I just sort of googled that in southern Poland, in a town called Bielsko, there is a cemetery with a Soviet monument dating back to probably the 1940s. So that's what we are doing today. We are going on a quest to find it. Also, the very interesting thing about Katowice is that it's a very quirky city. It's a city, of mixtures. It's a mixture of everything. So you've got these really tall skyscrapers here, and then right in the middle of the city center, behind this tram stop, you've got this massive combi block, basically slapped right in the middle of the center of the city center, and it's just, I don't know, I just love it. I think I genuinely like it. I think it's got a potential to say it's a really cool city in southern Poland. Now I did have to put my hat on, my beanie on, because it is quite nippy. Before we even jump on the train to get to that town, it takes about 2 hours or so to get there on a train. I need to get something to eat. I need to get some breakfast. It's around 9:30 in the morning now. Our train leaves in 1 hour or so. So yes, I've got about 1 hour to just grab some breakfast. So dzień dobry. Czy ma Pani może jajecznicę?
Jest jajecznica.
Tak, mogę poprosić z 4?
Może
tak?
Podwójna, tak?
What is the better way to enjoy breakfast than doing it at a proper milk bar, the proper Polish milk bar? Now let me show what we've got. We don't really have anything special, it's just scrambled eggs with some roll and cheese and some compote. So that's sort of a drink that you can get in these parts of the world or of Europe. But obviously it's just breakfast, right? So that's why it's only this. But in the afternoon you can actually get some proper traditional Polish food for really cheap price. That was actually really good. Just scrambled eggs, but really good. Now, milk bars became very popular back in the 60s and 70s and the 80s as well. I believe they were government subsidized, so it was basically for people that couldn't really afford anything else. And yeah, it was just very good traditional Polish food at a cheap cost. And after the 80s, most of them really went bankrupt. Because obviously, you had a bunch of restaurants that opened up, and when people could afford more, and they sort of became more popular again back in the 2010s. A bunch of them opened in sort of different parts of Poland, different parts of Polish cities, and people are loving it now. Dziękuję bardzo. We got the tickets. Right. Let's find the platform then. Platform 2. Platform 2. Let us find platform 2. Oh no, platform 1. Right, this is platform 1. Is it? I think it is. Is the train already here? Oh, yep. That is our train. Bielsko. That's where we're going. Bielsko. Yep, this is exactly where we're going. Bielsko. Right. Yep. Oh, by the way, remember when I told you that Bielsko was a town? Well, yeah, it's not. It's actually a city of over 120,000 people that live there. So yeah, it's definitely not a town, but a city. So sorry. This city, by the way, it's not only known for its, Soviet cemeteries, but it's also known for, one of the most popular, or two of the most popular Polish cartoons ever created in this country. The likes of Bolek i Lolek and Reksha. Obviously, these are Polish names. I'm pretty sure they might have had different names in your countries. But that's what they were called in Poland, and they were extremely popular even when I was growing up. I mean, they were created back in the 60s and 70s, and even I remember these cartoons. And yeah, that's where they were born. So that's the city where they were created. Pretty cool. Dzień dobry. Dziękuję bardzo.
Tak, dziękuję.
Pierwszy raz jestem w Bielsku Białej.
Tak?
Bardzo, bardzo fajne. I tutaj też ta restauracja, coś tak powiem.
Tylko, że powiem panu tak, przed pandemią to tu miejsca nie było. To ludzie wchodzili i wychodzili. Przeżyliśmy pandemię, myśleliśmy, że to wróci, a teraz wojna i jest coraz gorzej.
To jest coraz gorzej.
No tak. Jest coraz gorzej.
No może się polepszy.
No mamy nadzieję, czy podam wam.
So I got myself some pierogis, again traditional Polish food, and this place actually is really cool. I paid, I don't even know how much I paid for all of that. Not even probably £5 or $4. So it's really, really affordable, but it looks really cool at the same time. So yeah. Dziękuję bardzo. Dziękuję bardzo. That was good. Right. Now let's find this cemetery. Przepraszam. Ja mam pytanie do pani. Czy wie może coś pani o tym cmentarzu radzieckim tutaj w Bielsku Białe? Nic pan nie wie, dobrze. I guess you have no idea what I was talking about. przepraszam, nagrywam reportaż, czy tylko jedno pytanie mogę się zapytać. Chodzi mi o ten cmentarz radziecki, nie wiem, czy pan wie?
Ja wiem.
Czy może ma jakąś pan informację o tym cmentarzu?
Wiem.
Nic, ale pójść tam przecież ile lat tam było, nie?
Go zwalić?
Nie, nic nie chcemy. Ja tylko po prostu się zastanawiam, no bo wiadomo, teraz ta wojna z Ukrainą, więc zastanawiam się, jak ludzie odbierają teraz ten właśnie cmentarz.
Bardzo odbierają, bo starsi przyjaciele mieli być ruski, a co teraz? A teraz co wyprawiają? Wydaje się prawie, że jak hitlerowcy.
No. Dziękuję bardzo. The guy did tell me that it's in this direction, so let's hope we can find it. It should be somewhere here, right next to this massive main road. But yeah, it's somewhere here. Let's see. Let me just check my map. Alright, we're nearly there. I don't know if you can see, but it's literally on the right hand side in about, I don't know, 30 seconds or a minute or something. That's it, I found it. Can you get in though? Yeah, you can. Woohoo! So apparently over 10,000 Red Army soldiers were buried here. So, you know, all of that you can see here, these I would assume, you know, are just graves pretty much. It is quite incredible, to be fair. Again, I have never seen anything like this in Poland anyway. You know, Red Army soldiers and the graves, and again the pew size as well. I mean, 10,000. This is, or over 10,000 even. It's you know, it's a lot of people that, you know, have to, you know, resting place here. You know, out of respect, I don't really want to step into the grass, because I don't know if these are the graves or what's really happening here. So I'm just gonna stay here. But this is the monument that I was talking about, and it was placed here in, I think, 1948 or 47 or something like that, and it was to sort of show gratitude towards the Red Army, and that they liberated Poland from Nazi Germany. So the government at the time, that's what they sort of decided to do, and they just sort of placed it here, and it's been here ever since, never removed. And as you can tell, you know, all these sort of people, once again, it shouldn't really matter what army they were from, whether it was the Red Army or it was, you know, sort of another army. It shouldn't really matter, but what matters is that there's about, again, 10,000 people that rest here, and that, you know, that died. So yeah, it's just quite surreal, really, because, you know, I thought it was much less than that, and then I googled it, and, you know, it said over 10,000 people that you know, that are here. So if I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, because I might be wrong, you know, it was only Wikipedia, so it's not like it's a great source of knowledge, but that's what it said. Right next to the main road as well. Now once again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think these cannons are actually cannons from, you know, the Second World War. I mean, they look pretty old, to be fair. Again, maybe I'm wrong, but you know, they look pretty old to me. So who knows? They might have been used in, you know, in the war. Yeah, 1945. Wow. So yeah, that being said, then, thank you very much for watching it. Hopefully you got to the end, to the very end, to you know, to see all of this, and you survived through anything else that happened, you know, in this video. So thank you very much. If you can, subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. You know, give it a like, share if you can as well, because that will definitely help me. But other than that, there's really nothing else to say. I'm gonna head back to Katowice, and you know, on to the next adventure, as they say. So see you later, and yeah, see you soon.